Gilgaboo, Gilgaboo, Gilgaboo.
Faster my Gilgaboo. Welcome, Falch Eru, gus Gullas Gaccan. Welcome to Gullas Gaccan. Time for the weather.
Manx Radio Weather with Manx Glass and Glazing.
Well, be a bodgelak leis frassen na fliaghey brisja mac fast a dew. Gia nya na sha hui fast na mianach as an temperatural smooth feed Celsius. Be fliaghey on na kiaull fud na hi as ta gau on na jig shia fliaghey troben rish tamult. Esht be fliaghey na frassen on rish merach na sammasale elje. Be gia fast as kekliach on vis chitfain shia hui na summer has been temperatural smooth, 9 Celsius jeg. Largely cloudy with a few showery outbreaks of rain at times. Light to moderate south to light to moderate east or northeast wind and a maximum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Further rain overnight and a risk that it may become heavy and persistent for a time. Then tomorrow, further rain or showers, especially later in the day. Light and variable winds, settling northwesterly later, and a top temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. And riet, be a bodgelach chirmson chud smooja mert le shell and gyal brisja trud na bodgelan na kiaull. Be gia near fast na mianach on leis an temperatural smooth 9 Celsius jeg. Largely cloudy and mainly dry on Tuesday with some brightness breaking through the cloud at times. Light to moderate mainly westerly wind and a highest temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Sunrise is at 13 minutes past 5 tomorrow and sunset 37 minutes past 9 or 23 minutes to 10 today, depending on which you prefer. Irina Grania 3 minute jeg lug queg merach as Lina Grania 3 minute as feed roast chai dew.
Manx Glass and Glazing can supply and install single, double and triple glazing. Call 674 573 or visit the showroom on the Snugborough Trading Estate. Gullas Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Woke up one morning half asleep with all my blankets in a heap and yellow roses scattered all around. The time was still approaching for I couldn't stand it anymore, so Mary goes upon my eider down. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain making the garden grow. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain keeping me cool. So I lay upon my side with all the windows open wide, couldn't pressurize my head from speaking. Hoping not to make a sound, I pushed my bed into the ground in time to catch the sight that I was seeking. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain making the garden grow. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain keeping me cool.
If this perfect pleasure has the key, then this is how it has to be. If my pillow's getting wet, I don't see that it matters much to me.
I heard the flowers in the breeze make conversation with the trees, really to leave reality behind me. With my commitments in a mess, my sleep has gone away, deep rest. In a world of fantasy you'll find me. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain making the garden grow. I'm just sitting watching flowers in the rain, feel the power of the rain keeping me cool. Watching flowers in the rain, flowers in the rain, flowers in the rain, flowers in the rain.
Well, we certainly need a little bit of rain, I suppose. I was cutting some grass earlier today, this morning, and I had ambition to finish cutting the grass, and I ended up watching flowers in the rain. There's quite a rain theme going on in Gullis Gaccan today, as you will discover if you stay long enough. Yes, so rain, fliaghey. Fliugh is the word for rain, and you would say te kiaull fliugh. It is thrown rain. That would be the way you would say it. Or yes. So te kiaull fliugh. In the forecast, we've seen fliugh brisja mach, rain breaking out, or outbreaks of rain, I suppose. And frass is the word for a shower. Frass. So frassen would be showers. So you'll hear that, sadly, quite a bit in the forecast, certainly for today and for tomorrow. So on the programme today, well, we've got what have we got? Yn Chruinnaght coming up. Yes, I knew there was something. Yn Chruinnaght is coming up, so we'll talk a little bit about Yn Chruinnaght. We've also got our friends from Radio Fliugh coming over to the island next week, and maybe mention a little bit about those fellas. And also Hampton Creer very kindly sent me through his research into his long-lost relative, Jony the Witch. So we might even get on to talk a little bit about that too. But there'll be lots of very good music along the way. I have a few extra Celtic pieces of music in the programme, bearing in mind Yn Chruinnaght is on its way, and of course my great new purchase, the CD, The Who. We'll be hearing another of those of the Mongolian metal band that has featured on a few programmes over the course of the last few weeks. But now we're going to hear, having just heard about sitting watching flowers in the rain, we're going to hear a song by Aurora, and this is called The Day It Rained Forever. Well, let's hope that, well, it hasn't, has it, today? Today it's not been that bad, really. It was dry enough in the morning until that shower affected my lawn mowing. But beyond that, it's patchy. I think it's not looking too wonderful out there at the moment. So, yes, let's listen to Aurora.
Home of the halfway horse trams and Flume Free Friday. We are your Manx Radio.
No regret
well as Gaccan. Brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Draeth y bermo machlyd hael yn gwylo'r greg Tawog o fach ar lan y gorwel swyn o i ti gael dod Mae'r sibrwyd treion am ei ffeithiau arwyr chwedlon i'w ei gair Swt y feddwl llawn dy chwelydd paid a gadael y siwr Cer i ddilyn yn lliwiau law a cer i bar y toi naw Cer i weld y môr o'r mawrion sy'n Cer i ddilyn yn lliwiau law a cer i bar y toi naw Cer i weld y môr o'r mawrion sy'n dros y byd fe gyd I weld drwy lygaid newydd siwt mae eraill yn byw Ni fydd y daith yn llawn peryglon gwylio dros dy gefn o hyd Cofiad oes na ddim dychwelyd rôl ti adael y siwr Cer I ddilyn yn lliwio naw a cer I bar y toi naw Cer I weld y môr yn mawrion sy'n Cer I ddilyn yn lliwio naw a cer I bar y toi naw Cer I weld y môr yn mawrion sy'n Tawog o fach ar len y gorwel swyn o I ti gael dod Yn sibr o steon am ei ffeithiau arwyr chwedlon i'w ei gair O siwt y feddwl llawn dy chwelydd paid a gadael y siwr Cer I ddilyn yn lliwio naw a cer I bar y toi naw Cer I weld y môr o'r mawrion sy'n Cer I ddilyn yn lliwio naw a cer I bar y toi naw Cer I weld y môr o'r mawrion sy'n Cer I ddilyn yn lliwio naw a cer I bar y toi naw Cer I weld y môr o'r mawrion sy'n Cer I ddilyn yn lliwio naw a cer I bar y toi naw Cer I weld y môr o'r mawrion sy'n
And that was a vank with Traeth the Bermo, which, in case you can't follow my my wonderful Welsh accent, is of course a Welsh song, and we've heard from a vank on the programme in the past. And of course the reason that, one of the reasons I'm playing that is because Yn Chruinnaght is happening fairly soon. In fact, I think, is it starting tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I'm just about to get there. The Yn Chruinnaght, 21st to the 27th. So yes, I was right. It does start tomorrow. And there's loads going on. Fantastic programme, as ever. And we've got it, we've got it in Manx and in English here. So, Chow Mui J. Marks and Spencer. What's the guild for Marks and Spencer? So, Chow Mui J is outside of kiaull and Stredia, Ban, Stai, and Chruinnaght. So, kiaull and straja would be kiaull is of course music. Kiaull, kiaullada would be a musician. So kiaulladaran is musicians, and so those that would be musicians. Kiaullada straja, I'm guessing, is of the street. I'm not sure what bandstye in Chruinnaght is. Bandstye, the inside band of the Chruinnaght, perhaps. Anyway, then, so this is all taking place on Jaloon, which is tomorrow, and then 1 till 2, Nengus Gis Sanasta, Tai Funya Noah, in the Noah Bakehouse, Halya Avergi, in the Hall of the Market, on Stoolish in Douglas. Session B as kiaull Albanach. So session B as kiaull, a food and music session, but Albanach, Scottish, a Scottish food and music session. So session B as kiaull Albanach. Lesh Rantinas and Tai Funya No. With on behalf, well, with the oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the English. Anyway, that's all in the Noah Bakehouse. And then we get on to Juliet's Stradvel, Pertnahinger, at 3 o'clock. Pertnahinger, of course, the port of the islet, the port of the islet, which is the Manx word for peel. Ta the ve buket stjaks on faste glick, je shinach as komme bristigen lesh klink vannen. So come and get booked in for an entertaining afternoon of decorating and making bristigs. What's biscuits, of course. I knew you could eat them. The English word wasn't coming quickly to me. Lesh klink vannen with a Manx twist. So Gin Buchel, you've got to book for that, and that's at juliet.net. And that's before we even get to the Cura Kiaull Rura. Cura Kiaull is a musical event, and Rura is going to be there. And it was going to be with Trina Kerr, but I'm told one of Trina Kerr is not able to play, so that would have been Gisna Tree then, 2 or 3 instead of Trina Kerr 3 or 4. And so they've decided, instead of going with Gisna Tree, they've gone for, I think Scran is going to play instead. So that's good. I'm hoping to go along to that one myself, and that should be a lot of fun. And yes, and then there's a Sesiwn Kiaull Tradisiwnach, Cyrgin the Failure. Sesiwn Kiaull Tradisiwnach, a music session, a traditional music session. Cyrgin the Failure, Friends of the Festival. And then at 9:30, Sesiwn Cyrgin the Failure, Anmach Sani. A session of the Friends of the Festival, and then it says Anmach Sani, late in the evening or night. So there we go. So that's everything for just on the first day, and it goes on right the way through till Saturday, so we've got plenty to talk about. But before we do, I think it's time for another of our many rain songs.
As Manx is hunting the wren, Manx Radio.
Gilg Jew, Gilg J as Gilg Sarah.
Avashan
A Gilg, the Manx Gaelic, Jiny Lewney, the mother tongue of Ellan Vannin, the Isle of Man.
Avashan
You can catch up with more of Manx Radio's Manx language programmes in the weekly podcast Abershen Rish. Say that again.
Avashan
Shene, that's the one.
The nation station, Manx Radio.
Rainy day people, oh
always seem to know when it's time to call. Rainy day people don't talk, they just listen till they've heard it all. Rainy day lovers don't lie when they tell you they've been down like you. Rainy day people don't mind if you cry on a tear or two. If you get lonely, all you really need is that rainy day love. Rainy day people all know there's no sorrow they can rise above. Rainy day lovers don't love any others, that would not be kind. Rainy day people all know how it hangs on your peace of mind. Rainy day lovers don't lie when they tell you they've been down there too. Rainy day people don't mind if you cry on a tear or two. Rainy day people always seem to know when you're feeling blue. High-stepping strutters who land in the gutter sometimes need one too. Take it or leave it, or try to believe it if you've been down too long. Rainy day lovers don't hide love inside, they just pass it on. Rainy day lovers don't hide love inside, they just pass it on.
I'll never let you see the way my broken heart is hurting me. I've got my pride and I know how to hide all my sorrow and pain. I'll do my crying in the rain. If I wait for stormy skies, you won't know the rain from the tears in my eyes. You'll never know that I still love you so. Only heartaches remain. I'll do my crying in the rain. Raindrops falling from heaven could never take away my misery. Since we're not together, I pray for stormy weather to hide these tears I hope you'll never see. Someday when my crying is done, sun. I may be a fool, but till then, darling, you'll never see me complain. I'll do my crying in the rain. I'll do my crying in the rain. I'll do my crying in the rain.
So, yes, I did warn you about a rain-themed Gullas Gaccan. Yes, to fliagh the lure Gullas Gaccan. Lots of rain, rain enough on Gullas Gaccan. And that was Crying in the Rain by Aha. And prior to that, it was Rainy Day People by Gordon Lightfoot. Both of which I discovered that I was hunting through for rain-related songs in the Manx Radio Library. Anyway, it's time, I guess, for the weather. Báideach leis freasan na fliaghey brisge mark fast a dew, be fliaghey on na kiaull fud na hí, as to go on na jig shia fliaghey tromrish tamalt. Be a Báideach ach tirim son chud smúide mert, le shallan giall brishe trúd na báidelan na kiaull. So largely cloudy with a few showery outbreaks of rain at times, further rain overnight with a risk that it may become heavy and persistent for a time, then tomorrow further rain or showers, especially later in the day, and largely cloudy and mainly dry on Tuesday, with some brightness breaking through the clouds at times. And that, of course, is our cue for a Manx track and Clash-Fua. Who better than Clash-Fua? And this is Crosh Vollen.
Gullas Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Beggan.
Ooh, Tommy Pack and Smoke Room.
And that was Clash Fua with Crosh Vollen. And yes, our Manx track for this hour.
You're glowing, you color and fracture the light. You can't help but shine. And I know that you carry the world on your back, but look at you tonight. The lights, your face, your eyes, exploding like fireworks in the sky. Sapphire, touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. Touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. Look what we found. Karma reached out into our hearts and pulled us to our feet now. You know the truth is, we could disappear anywhere as long as I got you there. When the sun dies, till the day shines. When I'm with you, there's not enough time. You are my spring flower, watching you bloom. Wow, we are surrounded, but I can only see the lights. Your face, your eyes, exploding like fireworks in the sky. On me, don't you in the party? I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. Touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. You're Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. Touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I can do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. Touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I can do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. Touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I can do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep.
And that was Sapphire by Ed Sheeran. Well, I did promise that I would have a look at this work that Hampton Creer has undertaken, and it's tremendous stuff. In a little note he sent, he says, "I hope you don't mind me sending you these books on old Manx witchcraft, a collection of my researches into the subject after discovering my great-grandparents ×6 were defence witness at the Great Witch Trial of 1717 against the self-confessed Great Witch Jony Lewney, not the only connection they had with her. And research followed for 30 years. I'm in my 80s now, and before they go in a skip, it would be nice for the people with an interest in Manx history, such as yourself, to see them, which is very kind of you, and I'm delighted, Hampton Creer, if you're listening, that you sent these through to me. And yes, I'll certainly be. I'm certainly interested, and we'll probably use bits on the show. And yes, so we'll start. This is the introduction of the book. I'm just looking for the title. A Look at Manx Witchcraft 1550 to 1850. Ginny the Witch, Fact or Fiction by Hampton Creer. So worldwide there must have been fears of witchcraft and sorcery or magic since time immemorial. In the British Isles, the Isle of Man included, such beliefs and madness came to a peak during the 1600s, largely brought to a head following the accession of King James I as sovereign. Buitchyn, Manx for witchcraft, was something I had no interest in, apart from, as a child, joining in the fun of Hampton Creer each October. If anyone mentioned Halloween to us children, we wouldn't have known what they were talking about. Ginny the Witch was something of our hero, but we were assured that she was just a fairy tale character, the figment of someone's imagination. And so begins the introduction. Well, we'll find out later that it's more than just a figment of someone's imagination. But now another Celtic piece of music, and this is Dala with Tala Rús. Dala being a Cornish group.
McCannaby were hanging characters and goose, hanging cockaroos, oh Tolla, Cameras and Tolla, Caroos, Tolla, 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 Roos, Tolla, hanging cockaroos, Tolla, Cameras and cockaroos and goose, Tolla, 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 Roos, Tolla, hanging cockaroos, Tolla, Tolla, oh Tolla, 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 oh Tolla.
And that was Tala Rús by Dala, a wonderful Cornish band. Sorry, I'm grump in my throat here. Yes, that's better. So, yes, Yn Chruinnaght is happening this coming week. Lots and lots going on there, and we'll go through a little bit more of the programme in the second hour, as well as looking a little bit more at the work of Hampton Creer in relation to his sixth grandparents back, involvement in the trial of Jony Lewney, Jenny the Witch as she became known, and loads of other things will creep into the programme, I'm sure, including all these rain songs. Apologies for all these, but we've had a few nice summer songs as well, and I thought it would be worth putting a few rain songs in just for a bit of balance. And the rain songs continue very shortly. We've got Hold My Girl by George Ezra. I don't know what the computer tells us about George Ezra. 2018 is the date of the track. And then we've got Mike Oldfield and Cara Dillon, Man in the Rain. Man in the Rain certainly seems appropriate for the weather we've got. So let's have a listen to those two pieces of music.
Galla's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
I've been waiting for you to come around and tell me the truth about everything that you're going through. My girl, you've got nothing to lose. Cold nights and the Sunday mornings on your way and out of the grave. I've got time, I've got love, got confidence, you rise above. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Crowded town, silent bed, pick a place to rest your head. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. I've been dreaming about us, working hard and saving it up. We'll go and see the man on the moon. My girl, we've got nothing to lose. Cold nights and the Sunday mornings on your way and out of the grave. I've got time, I've got love, got confidence, rise above. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Crowded town, silent bed, pick a place to rest your head. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. My girl, it takes one hot second to turn it around. It takes one hot second to turn it around. I've got time, I've got love, got confidence, you rise above. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Crowded town, silent bed, pick a place to rest your head. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. I've got time, I've got love, got confidence, you rise above. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Crowded town, silent bed, pick a place to rest your head. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl.
You're the one who's nearly breaking my heart.
radio weather with Manx Glass and Glazing.
Well, bodgelek leis frasan na fliugh brisje maak fasta Jew. Gia nya na sha hui fast na mianach as an temperele smooth feed Celsius be fliugh on na kiaull fod na he as ta gau on na jig shia fliugh troben rish tamult. Eist be fliugh na frasan on richt merach na samma sale a lye. Be gia fes as kekliach on vis chit vain shia hui na samma as be an temperele smooth na Celsius jeg. En reet be a bodgelach och chirums on a good smooth jemert, le shallen gyal brisje trud na bodgelan na kiaull. Be gia nia fest na mianach on, leis an temperele smooth na Celsius jeg. Na grania 3 minute jeg lug queg merach, as line na grania 3 minute as feed roast jai dew, largely cloudy with a few showery outbreaks of rain at times, light to moderate east or northeast wind and a maximum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Further rain overnight with a risk that it may become heavy and persistent for a time. Then tomorrow further rain or showers, especially later in the day, light and variable winds, settling northwesterly later, and a top temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. The outlook largely cloudy and mainly dry on Tuesday, with some brightness breaking through the cloud at times, light to moderate mainly westerly wind, and a highest temperature of 19 degrees Celsius.
Manx Glass and Glazing can supply and install single, double and triple glazing. Call 674 573 or visit the showroom on the Snugborough Trading Estate. Galla's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
emotion. Here it goes again, I want to walk in the open wind. I want to talk like lovers do. Want to dive into your ocean. Is it raining with you? Here it comes again. Here comes the rain again. I said, falling on my head like a memory. Falling on my head like a new emotion. I want to walk in the open wind. I want to talk like lovers do. Want to dive into your ocean. Is it raining with you? Here comes the rain again. Falling on my head like a memory. Falling on my head like a new emotion.
And yes, continuing our rain theme, the Eurythmics. Here comes the rain again. Oh dear. Well, it's certainly been excellent weather for growing vegetables. The vegetable plot is doing mighty. But sadly so are the weeds. And I've been mainly focused on the weeds and not doing enough grass cutting, which I perhaps should have been doing, and possibly a bit of late harvesting of the soft fruit. There's quite a bit still to be picked, so I need to get onto that. All kinds of wonders in the garden. Anyway, what were we going to talk about? Well, yes, we'll go back and have a little look at Hampton Creer's, the introduction anyway to Hampton Creer's book, Jony the Witch, Fact or Fiction. So we were talking about Jony the Witch, or he was talking about Jony the Witch in his introduction here, and he was saying that perhaps this was just a figment of someone's imagination. Well, that all changed one day when I was in the Manx Museum. This is Hampton Creer talking now. In the Manx Museum's library, with a fellow member of the Isle of Man Family History Society examining very old, almost faded court records. She called me to take a look at a massive trial she had found involving witchcraft and sorcery. It had taken place in Douglas during 1717, adding some of your ancestors are in it. Sure enough, by using today's technology, we were just able to make out how my great-grandparents times 7, Christopher and Catherine Hampton of Balnabunt, a farm in Braddon, had been witnesses in the defence of their neighbour, Jony Lewney, the island's self-confessed great witch. It was common in Manx dialect to have names altered slightly so that a Manxman seldom sounded the O, the letter O. Jony names altered. I'm not quite sure what he's saying here. Jony names altered slightly so that a Manxman seldom sounded the letter O. Jony became Ginny. Oh, there we go. I knew there was something going on here. Jony became Ginny. The Manx dictionary links both names together. This was the second time she had faced a major trial, the first taking place at Bishop's Court in 1715. Jony stood accused of carrying out a reign of terror by using alleged witchcraft and sorcery on a scale never equalled in recorded Manx history. At the 1717 trial, her life was in some danger had she been convicted and sent for further trial at General Jail. However, I would urge the reader not to hastily conclude that Jony was all wicked. She wasn't. This double-sided woman had a proven soft spot for babies. Christopher and Catherine testified in court how she had been instrumental in saving the life of their baby son Thomas, as if by magic. This white magic she demonstrated further when Mr. Kermode of Ballarmiddle told how his horse was near death until Jony stepped in. Alas, These 3 defence witnesses were as nothing compared with numerous people who testified and blamed Jony for causing them great misfortune. The evidence of the support of 3 may have persuaded the presiding judge, Bishop Wilson, to spare Jony. Following conviction, he prevented her from being sent for further trial at General Jail. Had he not done so, execution was possible. Some idea of the sheer importance of Jony Lewney, Ginny the Witch, to Manx history can be gauged by the way 18 members of the House of Keys formed the jury at one of her many trials, this one taking place in 1721. Their signatures and verdict are clearly shown in this book, and we'll get to that at some point, no doubt. Yes, so anyway, time for another piece of music, and this is a very prominent former musician, Breton musician, Alan Stivell, and Sweet Suda Morricaine.
As Manx's Bollen Bairn on Tynwald Day, Manx Radio. Galla's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
And I was reminded there, what was the fellow's name? I can't think of the fellow's name now. Whoever it was that was going to be, Tony Christie on the Gaiety. And, of course, the one of his favourite, or the popular songs was da-da-da-da-da-da-da-bum. da-da-da-da-da-da-bum. And, of course, in Manx, that's been converted into la 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 lo gilg la 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 lo gilg. And Lo Gilg, of course, speak Manx. I'm not sure, does that appear in one of the many Bunskull plays, the musicals that we witnessed another absolute beauty just over a week ago now. But anyway, I guess Tony Christie at the Villa won't be singing in Manx, although maybe he will. Maybe he'll, now that if he's listened to Guller's Gaccan, he'll be persuaded. However, I promised you a track from The Who, and this is the Mongolian metal band, which has featured a few times on Guller's Gaccan, and it was rather remiss of me, but Graham in this earlier hour had loved that Manxy musical moment that was Clash Fua. Looking forward to a dash of The Who later. Well, Graham, here we go. The Who. yes, marvellous stuff. And that's The Who, spelt H-U, H-U, and that basically, apparently H-U in Mongolian is human. I believe. I don't know an awful lot more about The Who, other than I think it's rather fun. And yes, we'll probably hear more of them as the months go by. But you won't be hearing them at Yn Chruinnaght. No, you won't. Possibly a shame, but anyway, not to worry. Kiaull writes in. I've seen a wonderful big pot of goose gogs that he's collected, and Kiaull says, perfect jam-making tune, that is. And indeed it is. So I'm looking forward to some jam when Kiaull is back in. I think it's on the 3rd of August. Ruth will be in with us next week, and we'll no doubt be reporting back on Yn Chruinnaght. And we'd heard all the events that were happening on the which day? Monday. Tuesday, there's a pop-up Gaeltach Lewney, leaping from down. There's a wonderful set of words in Manx for up and down, including the word from up and from down. And that's at 11 o'clock at the House of Manannan in Peel. Enjoy your morning cuppa with some Manx chat. Then the House of Manannan music and dance displays at Taivanannan, Tashbanasan as Caedlanan. And on Tuesday between 12 and 2, Minds a Shanty, the Barley Shakes, Arbury School Manx dances, and Time Flies. Well, it does. It absolutely does. So that's at the House of Manannan. Then there's a whistle workshop for children aged 7 to 11. There's a food and folk session at No Bakehouse in Market Hall, Douglas, 1 till 2, and Song Night, Arenach, the Night of Song, and that's at the Masonic Hall in Peel at 7:30. And the Chruinnaght Committee posed the question, who doesn't love a sing-along? Well, I certainly do. Lovely informal singing session and concert, followed by a late-night sing-song. Featuring Celtic connections, Mary Malloy and Susan Coyle, Kurjan Kujach, Josh Quay, Minds a Shanty, the Annie Bayliss Band, and the Lockdown Lovelies. And that should be an absolute wonderful thing, that. Says he, appearing in 2 of the bands. Tickets or Tegadan, Shark Punt, £7 or £3.50 for under 16s. So there's your events for Tuesday. Now, what have we got next? Well, maybe, yes, we could have a quick look, just a very quick look at the weather. And the weather, Bargelach leis frasen na fliaghey brisha mark fast dew, as be fliaghey on the kiaull fud na hay, as to go on the jig shiaghtin troben rist hamult. Be fliaghey na frasen on rist merach, Bargelach och chirum son could smooth mert. So largely cloudy with a few showery outbreaks of rain at times. Further rain overnight with a risk that it may become heavy and persistent for a time. And of course the word for persistent rain is shiaghtin. Then tomorrow further rain or showers, especially later in the day. Largely cloudy and mainly dry on Tuesday. So, yes, let's have a listen to some of these old jingly fellas.
As Manx is the Tower of Refuge, Manx Radio.
Manx Radio. Station and nation running on Bannon.
And that's our cue, of course, for another piece of music. And I don't know about you, but this sort of weather, I much prefer a kind of reflective as T. Brown did call it in The Doctor, melancholy sort of music, melancholy music. And this they don't come more melancholic than the Mollig Band with Lemuel. So let's have a listen to them.
Galla's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
And that was the Mollig Band with Lemuel. Lemuel, I think, was written by the late Colin Jerry. Almost certain it was. Anyway, continuing our rain theme, this is It's in the Rain by Enya.
Every time the rain comes down, close my eyes and listen. I can hear the lonesome sound of the sky as it cries. Listen to the rain. Here it comes again. Hear it in the rain. Feel the touch of tears that fall. They won't fall forever. In the way the day will flow, all things come, all things go. Listen to the rain. Here it comes again. Hear it in the rain. Late at night I drift away. I can hear you calling, and my name is in the rain. Leaves on trees whispering, deep blue seas, mystery. When this moment ends, can't let go this feeling. Everything will come again in the sound falling down of the sky. As it cries, hear my name in the rain.
And that was Enya with It's in the Rain. And Enya, for those who are not sure about these things, of course, is the Irish singer Enya Pádraigin ní Bhraonáin, who was mostly known as Enya, and very famous a decade or two ago. And yes, I quite like that. She's from the Irish-speaking region of Gweedore, and I'm sure we'll have some Irish speakers over for us, with us for the Chruinnaght. And the Chruinnaght heads into Wednesday, House of Manannan again. There'll be dances and displays, art workshops, and Céadlann and Ellen Molestal. and these are illustration workshops and stories from an illustrated guide to the folklore of the Isle of Man, open to all ages. That's 12 till 1, St Patrick's Suite inside the House of Manannan. Radio Fliugh will be live from Yn Chruinnaght, 12 noon through that's on 107.1. Well, I shouldn't be saying, should I? And then the food and folk is the Cornish, I should say. Sesiwn B as kiaull Cornach, and that's 1 till 2 at the No Bakehouse. And then the Black Dog kiaull as pizza. Kiaull as pizza och a vorda do. 5 p.m. gig, the Barley Shakes, and 6 p.m. gig, the traditional music session, which should be lots of fun. Then there's the Conference of the Gaels at the Centenary Centre. Come along for some short illustrated talks through Manx, with topics including Manx songs, poetry, folklore, ecology, and column Celtic. The event has been organised through visiting Irish radio station Radio Fliugh and Culture Vannon. And yes, it just goes on and on. The Celtic myths and legends, Cayley, that's at the Masonic Hall. And there's also a session of traditional music at O'Donnell's at 8:30. So lots to see and do at Yn Chruinnaght. Now, time for the Fisherman's Blues and the Water Boys.
Tumbling on the seas, far away from dry land and its bitter memories, casting out my sweet life with abandonment and love. No ceiling bearing down on me, save the starry sky above with light in my head. You in my arms. Train crashing headlong into the heartland like a cannon in the rain, with the beating of the sleepers and the burning of the coal, counting the towns flashing by, and a night that's full of soul with light in my head. You in my arms.
Water Boys with Fisherman's Blues. Let's get back to the Chruinnaght programme. There's just a few days left there now. We're up to Jadain, Thursday, the 24th of Sauri, the end of summer. Yes, July in Manx is Sauri, end of summer. Some might, well, I think we've had a fair summer so far. There's several things happening. There's the launch of the fliugh, Lunya and Leo fliugh. Fiddle players will love this brand new educational resource produced by Manx fiddle maestros Dr. Laura Rolls, Katie Lawrence and David Kilgallen for Culture Vannon. And then the Ian O'Leary lecture, Leacht Blainol Ian O'Leary, Nabare Jenny. Wonderful that. Don't say it. Do it. An informal lecture on the development of Irish Gaelic in Belfast by members of Radio Fliugh. Then the Black Dog Kiaull's Pizza again, the East Ronings. I must go along just to find out who they are. Oh no, I can't because that's the same time as the Ian O'Leary lecture. And then the sing-along session with Perry Ben, Miller's Tale mini session, the Black Dog quiz, and then the Celtic Myths and Legends concert, Cura Kiaull, Shenagus as Féin Scéalacht Celtiach, and that's at the Centenary Centre at 7:30. Tickets for that £12.50. And that all the Thursday is finished off then with a session at the Whitey. Right, Adele, Set Fire to the Rain. Well, maybe that's what we need to have happen.
I let it fall, my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark, and I was over, until you kissed my lips, and you saved me. My hands, they were strong, but my knees were far too weak. With
And that's...
Galla's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Hang on. Yes, that was Adele. I've got a bit ahead of myself there with Set Fire to the Rain. I quite like the idea of that because it's been a bit miserable, isn't it? Anyway, that's almost us out of time. What we were about to hear, and we are now going to hear, is Bob Dylan, Rainy Day Women.
Trying to be so good. They'll stone you just like they said they would. They'll stone you when you're trying to go home. They'll stone you when you're there all alone. But I would not feel so all alone. Everybody must get stoned. They'll stone you when you're trying to make a buck. They'll stone you and then they'll say good luck. Yeah, but I would not feel so all alone. Everybody must get stoned. Then they'll stone you and then you'll come back again. They'll stone you when you're riding in your car. They'll stone you when you're playing your guitar. Yes, but I would not feel so all alone. Everybody must get stoned. All alone. They'll stone you when you are walking home.